enemy nearby.
Hey, have you ever played the original Warcraft? So a few weeks back, Blizzard released Warcraft 3 Reforged, and people were just thrilled by it. Oof. With Warcraft back in the gamer consciousness, for better or worse, it got me reminiscing about this landmark real-time strategy series. I am by no means an avid RTS gamer, but man did I love the Warcraft games when I was a kid. I spent hours raiding bases and sinking ships in Warcraft 2, watching the Lich King rise in Warcraft 3. But you know what? Before all of that, little Kirk also played Warcraft 1. For such an important gaming franchise, you don't hear too much chatter on the original game these days. So today, I thought I'd take a quick look back at the game that started it all and see how well it's held up. Or hasn't. Released in 1994 by Blizzard, Warcraft was definitely not the first real-time strategy game, but it helped pave the way for what the genre would become. The story is a straightforward one. The Orcish hordes have invaded the lands of Azeroth, and the humans, seeing the tides of darkness, have mobilized to stop the reign of chaos. There are two campaigns to play through, one featuring the humans and the other featuring the orcs. Sadly though, if you're expecting massive differences between these two campaigns, you are out of luck. The missions largely mirror each other, and minus a few units, these armies are essentially asset swaps. Gameplay is pretty straightforward, with most missions consisting of building up your base, training your army, and wiping out the enemy. There's a town hall building that trains workers who collect gold and lumber, which you can spend in the barracks to train troops or in support buildings like blacksmiths and churches to develop upgrades. There's also good old farms, which you'll need to constantly be building to keep your army fed. Oh, and there's nothing in the UI to tell you how much food you have, so have fun with that. You select troops by left-clicking on them, actions are displayed on the left side of the screen, and the basics are all there, move, attack, etc. There's no right-clicking for context-sensitive actions, everything has to be done by left-clicking and selecting the unit action. Luckily, there are hotkeys for everything, which is good because otherwise Warcraft is a cumbersome mess of clicking. Oh, and you can only command 4 units at a time. 4 units. 4! Yeah, when you have an army of dozens and have to be fighting on multiple fronts and can only control 4 units at a time, this becomes unbearable.
Yes.
Building bases is what you would expect. Select a peasant or a peon, choose what you want to build and place it on the field. But the quirk with Warcraft 1 is that all your buildings have to be built next to a road, which is kind of ridiculous. Roads are just an unnecessary concept that was thankfully dropped in Warcraft 2. However, the concept was revisited in StarCraft with Zerg creeps and Protoss pylons, but there you were restricted in building within an area rather than next to some slim, jank-ass road. However, once you get over the hump of the antiquated 90s gameplay, you still find all the pillars of what makes a great Blizzard RTS. The careful resource management and rapid building of your army, the stress of keeping your base safe while also finding a way to outsmart and eliminate your enemy. I mean, this is the foundation that's alive and well in more contemporary games like StarCraft 2 and, Warcraft 3. You better get those patches rolling out fast, Blizzard. So, is Warcraft Orcs and Humans worth returning to today? No, not at all. This game has not aged super well and is a pain to play. Look, I for sure think Warcraft fans today should have an appreciation for it and a grasp of what it was. I mean, this game was truly the beginning of the Blizzard we know today and would light the way for some of gaming's biggest trends. Dota, StarCraft, WoW, and Diablo wouldn't have happened without this game. But that doesn't necessarily mean you need to play it. And while fans are irked with Blizzard over Warcraft 3 Reforged, and rightly so, if you're really itching to experience Warcraft in RTS form, well, that's really your best bet. You could also hop onto GOG and download Warcraft 2. It's also pretty old and crusty, but still a banger, and thankfully doesn't suffer from the issues in the first game. But that's it for now. I'm Kirk. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and hey, maybe subscribe. I do reviews, I have some Let's Plays coming soon, and I'm thinking of doing more shorter form videos like this on older gaming gems. Anyways, until next time, take care.